I pulled it up and I did it the other day. Amy and I went through them. So let me get through. I'll pull them up here. I have them right here. I just got to find the dates. That's May 31st.
My problem is if you back it up another day, that's even worse than what we were talking about before. There should have been more green. There should have been more bugs. There should have been more everything.
That, which it indicates again that she was kept somewhere cold, because I'm thinking that thing underneath her where they're saying, oh, that's body fluid. No, it's definitely not enough body fluid. I don't know about the yelping. I'm telling you that Nicholas does lie. You guys seem to think he's like impervious to lying. That's not true. He can tell a lie if he knows what lie he's supposed to tell. And I don't know that she was frozen or not, but if she was cold and then they washed her body off some, because let me tell you, the blood does not look right in that. But guys, I get so tired of going over the same things and explaining it. The 45 degrees, it could not have gone all the way down to 45 degrees.
Just because it was set at 40 does not mean it's going to go to 40. And you have to remember it's the beginning. It's the middle of summer. So, I mean, like, I know I can tell you if it reaches 95 outside and my thermostat says 70, it's actually about 76 in my house. You can put it down to 40 all you want, but it's not going to hit 40.
If it goes down to 40 and it runs and runs and runs like that, it's going to actually freeze over.
Right.
All right. I've got the text messages here. Let me get to the 6th. I'm on the 2nd right now.
Where did Gypsy ever say it was the 9th? Where did Bree ever say it was the 9th? It can't be the 9th.
They've all said it at certain points in time, but then they change their stories, dude. I'm telling you. That's the 3rd. That's the 4th. So that's
because those messages, they are literally talking. They were literally talking. I mean, all the way up to the to early morning of the 10th, when he says about being there, whatever. She's asleep now. Okay. Those are all on the 9th at night.
Okay, I did this the other night. I'll go through it with you guys again, and I showed these in the live that Amy and I did. Okay. So starting on the 6th, the very first one on the 6th is at 2:57 p.m. And that's where she says, honey, I was wondering, say I wanted to have sex with a guy before leaving town, could I? And we've all thought that was Dan. I'm going to tell you what, we have very good proof that we don't think it is, because the only person who ever went to the cupcake shop was the guy named Sebastian, and he was in there all the time picking up cupcakes for them, and actually the cupcake lady that owns the building and that owns the cupcake place literally said he's the only one that she ever came in there with. He would come in there once a week and pick up.
He says he did. That don't mean anything.
And Sebastian is also the one who uses her Wi-Fi all the freaking time. All right, so June 6th at 2:57, she just asks him about if she could have sex. It's just a curious question, she says. And then she says at 3:06.
Okay, no, I don't want to go through 4 days of 3:06, 4:15.
I'm not going to do him like that. Will you just let me get through this, for Christ's sake? I'm just trying to finish up. He does not respond on this at all. He does not answer her about this on the texting. So the next 3:06 is that it says, okay, so I know you're territorial, but I'm being tempted sexually. All right, so skip forward. She's messaging him. He's not answering. And so at 3:55, she's saying, I guess you're napping. She keeps going on. He finally responds at 4:49. All right, so his phone was on vibrate. So let me keep going. She tells him she agreed to meet up with him and get coffee at the cupcake place. It's a public place, so it's all good. All right. What time does our bus leave Thursday? She asks him that at 6 o'clock. He says 6:13, dear. So she wants to know when that's going to happen. She finds the flogger. That's fun. So now we get to the 8th. All right, let me tell you. It starts at 2:28 in the morning. This is where she tells him that it was a rough night. She had to sleep outside with the bugs. At 4:11 in the morning, she says that. At 4:12, she says she peed in the bushes. Then he asked about the password. She gives him all of that, the information for the bus ticket. He says at 12:05 on June 8th, he calls the cab company and everything is going well for him to go to the bus. Then he says, hold on. So then at 12:53, he talks about his stepdad is taking him to the bus instead of taking the cab, which is where his parents both told him that they would drive him all the way there and they would bring her back with him. And he said, no, I have to do this myself. So now I got to skip forward here. Okay, so at 3:04 p.m. on the 8th, she says, I'm going to go to the ER to get my tube changed. I'll be off my phone for a few hours. And she basically tells him that once she gets this done, they don't have to do it for another year. So he starts giving her updates of him on the bus. So at 3:26, he says, I'm on the bus to Chicago. At 7:37, he says he's on his way to St. Louis. At 9:20, he says he's in Champaign, Illinois, and hopes to be in St. Louis soon. At 9:26, she finally comes back and responds to him after not responding to him all day. And she says, darling, I'm home, 9:26 p.m. So that's a 6-hour bar of time. And yes, they could have been in the ER. They could have been at Walmart, all those different things. She tells him it was a 6-hour wait. Wow. And then she says it would be done. And then she even tells him that she can do it herself, but she won't have to unless she absolutely has to. She missed him. Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so the last message from her is at 9:34 p.m. on the 8th. Then he starts talking to her. He says you're not answering. At 10:04, he says, dear, I guess you are either busy or not alone. 10:27, not online anymore, sorry. 10:27, he says, I guess you aren't able to keep me company right now. I hope you're back soon because I'm already missing you, hon. 10:33, she finally responds. So that's another hour that she's gone between 9:30 and 10:30, not responding to him. So then she comes back. Okay, this is where at 10:40 she tells him, okay, sweetheart, well, I was able to make peace with Mom. I knew you would. I believed in you that you could do it the full time, dear. She says, I feel better. I just can't believe you're like in Missouri and it's so overwhelming in a good way.
All right, wait, what time was that?
10:40 on 8 on the 8th.
Okay, because that's weird, because in Mommy, Dad, and Dearest, she said that happened. Okay, that's weird. That is weird. No,
wait. She says it again later. This is the first time she says she made peace with him.
Oh, okay.
With her. 10:40 on the 8th. 10:40 on the 8th. Okay, 10:51, she says, tomorrow is the last night we'll sleep alone. All right, then he talks about having to pay for extra shit. She ghosts him again. Okay, here he goes. Okay, so again from 11 to midnight, 11 to midnight, she doesn't talk to him again. And then she comes back at midnight and she says, bite, slip, and squeaks. That's fun. So, because you're just contemplating your mom's death, but you're just going to bite your lip and squeak over here. So then that's the end. So that's the end of the 8th. So it ends at that. So going on to the 9th, after that, it's from 12 o'clock. They talk for a little bit. Foul, disgusting talk. He doesn't understand why she laughs, all of that. So on the 8th, she ghosts him for a total of 8 hours off and on. Okay?
That's the 9th?
That's the 8th.
Okay.
6 hours at the hospital, 1 hour from 10 to 11, then another hour from 1 hour from 9 to 10 something, then from 11 to 12, she ghosts him again. At 1:20 in the morning, he comes on, or 1:39, I'm sorry. He says, update, sweetie, I'm about to be on my way to Springfield. So this is where he's already on the bus. He arrives at 5:30 that morning, okay? So they talk for a little while. They do talk for a little bit. Let me keep getting here. She tells him to try and get sleep on the bus. He says, no, he's going to sleep at the hotel. She's going to go to sleep for a little bit at 2:42 a.m. She decides she's going to go to sleep for a little bit, and she says he doesn't get into town until 5:15, so she'll check back in a little while. So they still continue talking till 3. So they talk until about 3:11. Then she goes to him and goes to sleep, supposedly. At 5:30 on the 9th, he tells her, "I'm in Springfield, baby." She responds back at 6:19. Yay! Hold on, I gotta plug my phone in. Okay. There's a video of Dee Dee pushing her in a wheelchair. Yes, that's on the 8th. She looks pretty freaking sick there, and there's no entry of them coming back out. Okay, so hold on, let me keep going here. She says she was asleep. She asks if he's at the hotel. Yeah, I'm safe. I made it there. He talks about having not enough money. She tells him it's going to be fine. So then they discuss, are they going to do it on the 9th instead of doing it the 10th? And she says, yeah, we'll have to do it in the early morning. So instead of waiting for the early morning of the 10th going into the 11th, they're going to do it on the 9th going into the 10th. So she tells him, hold on, there's a part where she tells him exactly what time her mother normally goes to bed.
1:37.
No, that's not the time she tells him she normally goes to bed.
No, she says normally. She says 4. She usually goes to bed at 4.
So they talk about the duct tape and they talk about all of that. This is 7:30 in the morning. It's still early. Let me keep going here. They all did more gross talk about sex and crap. Here's where, okay, so at 8, so again, she ghosts him. All right, hold on. So at 7:57, she says, "Hi, sweetie, just checking on ya." And then at 7:59, he comes up with, "Hey, dear, I miss you too." At 8:05 p.m., he says, "I guess you didn't have time to answer me, hun." 8:09, that night is going by slow. She gets back to him by 8:09 and she says, "Oh, I'm preparing." So this is the first bath. And then she goes to him again for a couple hours here between 8 and 9. Between 8 and 9, she goes to him again. At 9:30, he says, "Obviously, you're not as lonely without me as I am without you because you're not truly communicating with me and you have no clue how painful it is for me or you wouldn't be laughing at me," because she laughed at him about something. Now, again, she was preparing. Now she says again at 8:34 p.m. on the 9th, "Darling, I'm getting naked in the tub and I was only excited." So then we keep going. At 8:34, she says she's in the tub. At 8:36, she says she left the gloves outside the front door and the screen door is squeaky, so try to open it just enough to get in and close it gentle. But the cab driver that dropped him off told everybody that he went around to the back door. He did not go in through the front door. The back door that's open? That back door. So she says she'll hand him the knife and the duct tape at 8:37. It's already pre-cut. We've got all that. Hold on. He asks about the squeaky floor at 8:46. She tells him it's all carpet. At 8:51, she tells him to tell his evil side that her privates are all shaved. Oh, and she's going to do the legs later as soon as he knocks on the door, he's going to do the legs. So I know when my mother is being brutally murdered in the other room and I've already shaved my hoo-ha that she supposedly doesn't let me shave, but oh wait, there's a whole story about how mom shaved my hoo-ha. Yeah, all that. Yeah, she's going to shave her legs while her mom's just being casually murdered in the other room after, she didn't do it while she was doing the hoo-ha because why? I don't know.
Yeah, but then she also says she was hiding between the tub and the toilet the whole time. So when did she have time to shave?
And the freaking wheelchair is blocking the door. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a cat litter box and a damn wheelchair taking up the whole damn room. So I don't know exactly where she was unless she was sitting in the litter box.
Right. Oh, she's also painting her nails dark pink because they match her boots. My fucking God. Hold on.
Why would she do her nails when she just did them with her mom? She just did nails with her mom. Why would she do them again? By the way, I want to take time to point something out. This whole series of text messages, by the way, got knocked not once, not twice, but 3 times on TikTok till eventually got taken down at 750,000 views. This whole area right here that we're talking about, they tried to hit me 3 different times for just this set of text messages. But you can find all of these text messages on Ryan Lee TM because I put them the fuck up on my YouTube. Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. You can find all these text messages that they took off my TikTok.
Oh, here it is. Here's some more interesting information. So at 10:51 on the 9th, she messages, I can't wait to be with you too, darling. But if you want to wait for Smacks, we have all day tomorrow, just so you know. And then she follows up with another little caveat, after my deal. My deal?
Yeah.
My deal. You're meeting in a public place, and you're supposed to be just saying goodbye to the guy, or you're supposed to be having smacks with them. I don't remember which, but why would you refer to it as a deal? That's really freaking a weird word right there. But, we'll just keep going. Hold on.
Where did you see that?
On the June 9th at...
Where'd you see that?
Hold on. It's at June 9th at 10... No, that's not it either. Hold on. Okay, at 10:51, she sends the one about the fact that she wants to wait. Maybe they can have smacks all day long the next day because they have all day, which is interesting because she has to go. They're supposed to leave on the bus at 6:30, and so then the next follow-up is at 10:52. She says, after my deal. So there's that. So 10:50 and 10:52, she talks about going to the cupshake shop again, and it's a deal, not smacks, not meeting an old friend, but a deal. So hold on, I got to get cut back over here. Keep going. She talks about how brave he is, and he's saving her. They talk about what she's going to be wearing. They talk about the fact that they're never going to have to speak about this again at 11:42. She says, and we will be happy soon after the night. We never bring it up. So, yeah. Keep going. Okay, so he last hears from her at 11:44, where she's talking about never speaking about it again. He keeps messaging, and she doesn't respond to him again till 1 o'clock in the morning. So she doesn't answer him from 10:50 till 1 o'clock. She does not answer him, and he's getting nervous again. And then she says, I know what you mean, and it's getting close to the time she took her sleep aid pill. So that's at 1:08 a.m. So we've already determined that a sleep aid pill would have cleared the digestive system within, or cleared the stomach at a certain point in time, somewhere between 2 and 4 hours. There's nothing in her body, and there's nothing in her stomach. So she didn't take this pill. All right, so...
Her stomach had 10 cc's of food, actually.
What'd you say?
Her stomach had 10 ounces of food in it or whatever.
Yeah, it had a small...
And the pill's half-life, regardless of how it works, the half-life would have been longer than that. But when the body stopped functioning, it wouldn't have processed the pill. So it still should have been there if there was a pill.
Hold on, I missed where she told him that she usually goes to sleep around 4 a.m. Hold on, I got to go back and find the timestamp for that. It's got to be up here where he talks about the squeaky floor, I think. So I just must have missed it as I was flipping through.
Stuck my hand in yogurt.
She tells him she sleeps on her tummy, and like I said, she's a light sleeper. That's on June 9th at 7:31. And she also tells him that Ruby says at 7:31 that this shit's going to go down tonight. But there's got to be... I know there's the 4 a.m. one. I just want to make sure we have it in here. I can't find it, but it was on the 9th that she tells him this some point in time, that it's usually that she goes around to sleep around 4 a.m.
Yeah, she does.
At 1 o'clock. Right, but then she goes and says on the 10th at 1:08 a.m. that, she's already taken her sleeping pill. Right?
This is what I heard. Now, mind you, this was at 1 something this morning. Here we
go. Okay, so 1:08, we have her telling her she just took the sleep every day pill and it's almost time. He's trying to calculate the money for the ride. She helps him with that. She tells him at 1:09, and once you're inside the house, we stay silent, not even whisper until after I open the bathroom door. Okay, sir? And he says, okay, hon. She tells him it's probably $10. So at 1:12, she gives him the address. At 1:14, she tells him that her house is the pink house with the ramp that is painted white on the front. Then at 1:15, she reminds him that he's her twin flame soulmate. And then she tells him again at 1:15 a.m. Ryan, are you listening to me? You're not even listening to me.
No, I'm hearing something very bizarre right now. Somebody said something and I'm listening to it. Somebody explain to me why the hell Christy Blanchard called Natasha and told her that she was happy that she got that autopsy before anybody else.
But they're not friends and she's not working with them and they weren't planning to try and take me down this year.
Here. This is what I was trying to listen to.
And this is what I heard. Now, mind you, this was at 1 something this morning. Here we go.
Hey, Natasha, it is Christy Blanchard. I just wanted to call and say I am so glad that you got that report and everything before anyone else. Give me a call if you can within the next 10, 15 minutes, if you don't mind. Like to have a little chat. Nothing too heavy, a little chat. So I know your phone's probably going crazy right now. So I will talk to you later. All right, bye.
Okay. So,
yeah, they said they're supposed to talk again tomorrow.
In the short, brief time that I was involved with that family, Natasha was considered devil incarnate. Devil fucking incarnate.
Oh, how funny. It wasn't Natasha who got him first. It's Ronnie Lala. Oh, do we know who Ronnie Lala is? Ronnie Lala does battles with Natasha all the time. And she's the one that's trying to teach everyone how to talk better on TikTok. She wants us to talk better. She wanted to teach my people how they can make sure that everyone that's on the panel will get equal amounts of gifts and things and all that stuff. And they've been really good little friends for a while now. So if Ronnie Lala bought them and got them, then Natasha didn't pay jack shit for them. But
well, the story is Natasha sent a money order to the person, and they picked it up in Minnesota like we were going to have our friend do.
You mean in Springfield, not
Sorry.
Minnesota?
I always say Minnesota. Anyway, Missouri and Minnesota are the same in my head. Anyway, she knew a person in Missouri who was going to go pick them up for her. That's how she got them so quickly, like we were going to do. But that is insane to me. That voicemail is insane to me because literally the entire time that I was there, Nina and Natasha were like enemy number fucking one. The fuck. The absolute fuck.
Okay, well, Shu, I understand that you sent me a message, but right now I'm on live. I can't check my message. I'm sorry. Yeah, what the fuck? But
Okay, so yeah, I've heard these messages 1,000 times. That's why I spaced out. So
okay, but listen.
Okay.
No, okay, so she's already told her she made peace at one point in time on the 8th,
Right.
I told you this.
Right.
This is the second time she makes peace. She's already told him that she took her pill and she's drifting off to sleep. She's already told him to get into the freaking, cab and come here. At 1:15, she tells him, "You're welcome, my twin flame soulmate heart. I have said my I love you to her. I'm at peace." Second time she tells everybody she's at peace. She tells him she's at peace on June 10th as he's getting ready to come there.
Right.
He said she loved her and she's already done. He says, "I'm proud of you, sweetie, and I'm glad I could help." Then she asks him if he wants to have anxiety medication, but here's where it gets interesting. All right. We talk about Ruby and bullshit. You need to practice kissing and bullshit. They argue about the gloves and whether he should wear them or not. Okay, so at 1:42, she says, "Yes, darling, call the cab." At 1:48, she says, "By the way, again, the gloves are blue, and how long must I hold my ears for?" That's really interesting. Like, he knows how long it's going to take Dee Dee to actually pass away, so he's got some magical time stamp for her because she only has to hold it for 3.3 seconds. What the fuck ever. Okay, so and then she says, she signs off at 1:51 a.m. She says, "Okay, darling, I'll talk to you when this is all done." He tells her, and she says at 2:01, "Sir, will you text me once you're at the door with the gloves on?" She says at 2:06, she's sleeping very light. At 2:07, he says, "I'm here," and you get your ass to the bathroom. You open the door. "Yes, sir, I'm going now, sir." Breathes once. And then that's the it. So by 2:08 a.m., Nicholas has arrived, and he is there, and it has been
on the 10th.
Less than 1 hour. It's been one exact hour from the time period that she took the sleeping pill to now.
Right. But again, that is on the 10th.
Yeah.
And
yes,
he gets there at 2:06 or 2:08.
Yes.
And she tells in her deposition, she says that she died probably around 3.
Okay. Well, I don't have the timestamp of when the cab was called and all of that.
Right.
But at 2:00, he's already there and he is killing her. So you're telling me if she died around 3, it took him a whole hour to unalive her?
She said around 3, but yeah, I mean, the cab ended up coming.
I think this happened on the morning of the 9th, on her grandmother's birthday.
Well, then why would they be having that entire conversation the entire time of the 9th? I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible.
Well, she's leading him there.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't matter when it happened.
I get that.
What she's saying to him, he has no way to verify any
right.
of that shit. She's just telling him whatever the fuck she wants to tell him to keep him on the hook. I think she died at the same time the night before.
I mean, anything's possible.
She goes through him all day long. She's cleaning the house. She's doing all the different things that she's supposed to be doing. I don't know. She's manipulating him, dude. That's what I think. It's very clear when you go through. When I did it with Amy and we did it, it was so crystal clear of the moment we believed when it happened. You know, she tells him she made peace. She goes dark for an hour. Then she comes back. She says something else. Then she goes dark for an hour. Then she goes to sleep. Then she wakes up immediately when he's like, "I'm here." And she's like, "Oh, great, you're here." They talk throughout the day. It's all sexual shit and weird shit and all that crap. And then at, 9 p.m. again, she's talking about how, "Oh, I did this and I did that and we're going to do this." And then she says at 1 o'clock, again, she's made peace with her mother. And, "Oh, by the way, she took a sleeping pill. You better get your ass over here."
Which, of course, again, there's no sleeping pill in her damn system. And if she was sleeping lightly at 2, whatever clock you said, she said she was sleeping lightly at that point. If she normally goes to bed at 4, she did not actually have a sleeping pill in her system. That doesn't make any sense.
Right. I think he then went in and either stabbed a body that was already on its way out heavily, or it was already gone. That's what I think happened. And you guys want to sit here and tell me, oh, you don't think Nick would know? You don't think... I'm sorry. No, I don't. I actually don't think Nick would not understand that it's dead and not just asleep. And he's saying that she yelled out. Well, there's no way. That didn't happen because there's no defensive wounds. There's no indication that she even rose up off the bed to like that maybe a stab would have gone wrong or anything like that. No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, even if somebody was... Here's my biggest problem. Okay, so... He's supposedly straddling her. So let's say she can't fight him off. Let's say she can't actually rise up off the bed. My biggest problem with any of it is, everything else aside, okay, if you're not going to defend yourself, because let's say you truly are pinned to the bed from the weight of him. Let's just say that. I give everything the benefit of the doubt. My problem is this. When she died, she was like this. Who the hell is just going to stay in this position? Why wouldn't you be waving your arms around, trying to... whatever you can do, move your arms around? What you're not going to do is just, okay, cool. Like, why is the arm underneath her head like she's sleeping the entire time?
He literally said she tried to grab the knife out of his hand. No, there is
no
way she did any of this. No.
She's on her stomach. How is she supposed to do that?
Exactly. How could she do any of that? Okay, and then on top of that, he's supposed to be stabbing with his left hand, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? The left hand is where he's freaking nicked. That's where he's nicked. So how was he stabbing with his right hand and then he nicked his left hand? Because if he's stabbing with his left hand, he can't nick the left hand.
If it slid down the blade.
It could have maybe slid down the blade.
If it slid down the blade.
Knuckle, not on his inside of his freaking palm.
Where was the cut?
But guess who was really good with knives and who was ambidextrous? David fucking Blanchard. Both hands is not likely, especially considering that there are definite left hand stabs and right hand stabs on that body. So unless he switched up, which is not likely, is...
I don't know. I just don't understand how, if she supposedly tried to grab a knife, how is she supposed to do that face down on the bed?
Right, and not moving at all.
And only with one hand, too, because this one's like this the entire time.
Well, this one was like this. So
that's what I'm saying. So she's like this.
One was like this. One was like
she was
this.
Like this.
Her hand underneath. And the other one was up here. Like this. Right. This and this.
That don't make any sense.
So her left hand has the cut on it as well. There's only one nick on her left hand. Well, what's right here on the side of her neck? That's where the incised wounds are. So her arm is like this underneath her, which it was like this. And the other one is up here like this. Then when they did the knife stabbing right here, it could have nicked that easily. They didn't do any testing. You're not understanding, Sunshine Shells. This autopsy report is more suspicious than anything else. I mean, fuck, you've got the guy pronouncing her dead before he's ever even been called.
Which I still have some nitwit in my fucking comments telling me she went to forensic psychology school or forensic whatever, and she's in the field and blah, 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 and they did it back based off of the call. Here's the problem with that. Let's say the call came in at 3:13 and that's what they based it off of. Here's the problem. They don't know. Let's forget the fact of not even the fact that they called it in at 3:50, that they didn't get there till 3:57. Take that out of the equation. They called it 3:13, but they don't know if she was alive until shortly before they found her. She could have been alive at 3:13, at 4:13, at 5:13. She could have been whittling away for all they know, and they're going to pronounce her at 3:13 when the call comes in without laying eyes on her, when she could have literally slowly been dying for all we know. Then again, maybe the only thing I can think of is this. If the call came in at 3:13.
Streaming our live, by the way.
Huh?
Bree is streaming our live. Hi, Bree. Hi, Rogie. Hi, guys.
Do you not have anything better to do than to stream other people's lives, for Christ's sake? People are allowed to, number one, people are allowed to think things. People are allowed to have theories. People are allowed to talk about things, and you don't have to accept them or agree with them. But for the love of Christ, people are allowed to think differently than you. It does not matter. It is so fucking disrespectful to just be like, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm going to just put up your stream and talk trash. Neither one of us do that. Neither one of us stream other people's lives we don't agree with and sit there and mock people. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people on this app I do not agree with. Okay? There's things that she said that I don't agree with. But what I'm not going to do is sit there and talk trash about somebody for having a difference of fucking opinion. In here, if you've noticed, the entire time we are talking, nowhere in here are we saying that anything we are saying is fact. We are going over theory. Nowhere in here are we like, we've solved it all. This is what happened. Everything we're like, okay, blah, 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 this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. Nowhere in there are we like, okay, we know this. We know more than anybody. This is fact. This is how it happened. I've been sitting here this whole fucking time asking questions. But of course, God forbid somebody have a difference of opinion that you're going to be disrespectful and do that kind of shit constantly. For the love of Christ, I understand that you want to go on live for 37 fucking hours at a time, but will you please, for the love of God, stream your own fucking content? For the love of God. What? What are you doing?
Somebody just said it in the chat, so I went to go look. On the D. Gypsy Blanchard, on June 14th, the post wasn't even made till 3:32 p.m.
I looked and I couldn't find the time.
I found it. I just now found it. If you go to the page and you mouse over to June 14th, it says Sunday, June 14th, 2015 at 3:32 p.m.
Yeah, it never said. I tried to find that because somebody sent that to me. So how did a call go out at 3:13 if the fucking post wasn't until 3:32? How did David and Kimberly Blanchard call it 3:13 according to that thing that the incident report on the police report says it was called in at 3:13 if that fucking post was not made until 3:32?
4:02 p.m. Kimberly Blanchard says, we live down the road from them. We are headed there now.
They were there at 3:57 according to the police report.
Nope.
What in the fuck?
Sue Borelden says, Kimberly, please call the police to meet you there. Please update. Somebody said, Kim, do you have your pew ready just in case? She says she promises at 4:04 that she'll update them. They're still worried. At 4:11, there's still no news. They ask her if there's news. At 4:15, they're asking still, is Kimberly Blanchard, did you find anything out? Kimberly Blanchard comes back at 4:20 p.m. and says the police have been called.
The police were there at 3:57. I have the police report.
No, you don't have a time change difference when you're actually posting on the place in the place.
And that's in the same time zone. Anyways, that's still the same time zone. So wait a minute. So somebody else had told me that post was at 3:32 and I couldn't find the time. I went there. I tried to look. Mine doesn't show a time, so I just put it out the window. So here's the time frame of events, everybody. Hope you're streaming this. 3:13, they call the police. 3:32, Facebook makes the fucking post. 3:57, the fucking cops show up. 4:04, leaving to go to the cops that she's already been talking to since 3:57.
And then at 4:34 p.m., the dispatcher, Sue Bordelin, posts that at 4:34, the dispatcher told me they're on their way there now. 4:34.
Did you get that? Did you stream that? What the if she was on her way at 4:04 p.m.? You can't argue with this shit. The Facebook shit, if the Facebook shit is stamped, it's fucking stamped. The goddamn police report that I have is a police report. So, the fuck. So explain that.
So at 5:17, they said the police is here. I am here. The police are trying to find her. That's really strange. Then Sue mentions back again. Could they be in Kansas City at Mercy? That's at 5:19. Lily, they did. Oh, did they go in the house? That seems like it would be a cause to go in and check at 5:19. Kim says the car is here at 5:19. They are not. We are trying to cover all bases. No news yet. No one's at the house. The cops told me to leave. There is nothing I can do. That's at At 5:23, her car is here, no one on the house. The cops told me to leave. There is nothing I can do. Then Amy Pinegar, which is the one across the street. Okay, here it is. So Laura Nixdorf asked, did the police go inside? I have a friend that has a key to the house. If they need to get in, they might call Hope Lodge in Kansas City Mercy Children to see if they're there. So that's at 5:53. At 5:54, Lily says the officer said the house was clear. The car is home. Amy Pineguard then comes back at 9 o'clock and says, yep. And then 9 o'clock, she says, glad you didn't post anything icky. Her power chair, they ask about the power chair. Okay. Here's Kimberly Blanchard at 5:28. She says, here's the thing, guys. I know everyone is very concerned. We need to realize that whoever posted this can read all this. So she's basically telling them to stop freaking messaging on here. Laura called the Hope Lodge at 6:09, and they are not in Kansas City. At 7:04 p.m., Kimberly is still there. Unfortunately, nothing new. But wait a minute, didn't they say that the police came and they left for the rest of the day to go on about their own way?
Yeah.
Did they just say that in that news article? I mean, that's what I thought I heard. At 7:06, Lily posts, it's not official, but my friend's DJ Blanchard is missing. I might be joining the something or jumping the gun, but God forbid something happened to them. Please share, call the Greene County Sheriff. That's at 7:06 p.m. Somebody asked about the cats. Are they still there at 9:08? They still have not entered the house yet. At 10:01, there is the mother-daughter missing, considered endangered. At 11:37 a.m. the next morning, it says Gypsy is safe. They found her in another state. What state?
Well, where the hell did they go in and see the damn body then?
No idea. No idea. Kimberly never talks again after she says that everybody could be watching this at 7 o'clock in the evening.
No. It was in her medical history.
Okay, so right here at 11:23 p.m., Christy Hammock says they don't need a damn search warrant if there is any dispute. So they still are not inside the home at 11:23 at night. They've all lied. I'm sorry. I spoke with one of the first responders, and now I'm highly suspicious of this shit. Here it is. It's confirmed. 5:54 a.m. on June 15th. It is confirmed the mother is deceased and Gypsy is still missing. But they said the house was cleared hours before. $5:54 the next morning.
What was 5:15?
What?
I just wrote down 5:15. What was 5:15 then?
5:15. No, there wasn't anything at 5:15.
Oh, 5:54.
5:54. It's confirmed the mother is deceased and Gypsy's still missing. 5:54 on the 15th. That was what it was. It was on the 15th.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go back up here to where she says that the house is cleared. Okay. 5:54 p.m. on June 14th is when Lily says the cops told her to leave. Laura asks if the police went inside. She says that the officer said the house was clear. The car is home at 5:54 p.m. on June 14th.
And June what? That's okay.
June 14th.
Okay, so wait a minute.
5:54 p.m. on June 14th, Lily says the officer said the house was clear, the car is home.
And at 5:54 a.m., she's dead. Exactly 12 hours later.
Exactly 12 hours later.
To
And
the
Sunday,
minute.
June 14th at 5:28 p.m. is when Kimberly makes her last statement. Here's the thing, guys. I know everyone is very concerned. You need to realize that whoever posted this can read all this.
I thought that was at 7.
No, you're mixing up times. You want me to go through it one more time with you? So you got it?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Kimberly does respond again at 7:04. Unfortunately, nothing is new. 7:04 p.m. We've gone over the thermostat thing repeatedly. It would not have cooled the house to that temperature that it would need to be. Ryan, can you make me a mod so I can mute the asshats, please? Because you don't seem to have any mods in here, and they're asking, can we mute these people?
It won't let me while you're in the box.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's not letting me for some reason.
All right, well, somebody, if there is a mod in here, please.
I don't think there is.
Okay, so go back to the very beginning. Let me start with you. Okay, June 14th, 2015, the post is made, 3:32 p.m.
All right, no, first we got to go back to the beginning. So they called the police at 3:13 p.m. The call started at 3:13 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, so the call started at 3:13 p.m. And then at the Facebook post was at 3:32 p.m. About 20 minutes later, the Facebook post was made after the call to the police already came in. So the police call came in 20 minutes before the Facebook post. Then the cops show up at 3:57.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Then the first thing is the next thing is at 4:02 p.m.
No, it's not. I'm at 3:57. So 3:57, okay. The cops show up. And then
the cops are supposedly supposed to show up.
Right. But she's not, but Kimberly's not even leaving till 4:04 or 4:02, whatever.
4:02 p.m. We live down the road from them. We're headed there now.
But she's talking to the cops at 3:57, according to the police statement.
At the house. Mm-hmm.
So then she leaves her house at 4:02, even though she's been talking to cops for 5 minutes.
Right. 2 more minutes, she leaves that. So at 4:04, she leaves the house.
At 4:04.
At 4:11, somebody asked Kim if there's any news yet. She doesn't answer. Somebody else asks again at 4:15, is there any news? No. Sue Bordelon then says she's calling at 4:16 p.m. So, I mean, there could be a chance that this is the timeline is at an hour off, but I don't think so. So then at 4:20 p.m., she says the police have been called. They ask if anybody went inside. They have not done that. The dispatcher tells them at 4:34 that they are there now. At 4:51, police are here. No news just yet. From Kim. At 5:19, Kim says, yes, the car is here. They are not. We're trying to cover all bases. No new news. Okay. At 5:23, her car is here. No one in the house. The cops told me to leave. There's nothing I can do. That's Lily. Then Laura asks, did the police go inside? I have a friend that has a key to the house if they need to get in. They might call Hope Lodge in Kansas City Mercy Children to see if they are there. At 5:54, Lily says the officer said the house was clear. The car is home.
Yeah, and then at 10:01 p.m. the endangered persons report goes out at 10:01 p.m.
So at 5:28, it's where Kim makes the statement that somebody could be watching the post, so she's concerned. Okay, then at 7:04, Kim still says there's nothing new, so she's still there, despite the fact that the article says they left and they went on about their day. At 10:01 p.m., the mother-daughter missing considered endangered is posted, so that's when 10:01 p.m. on the 14th, that's when the missing person thing goes out.
At 11:23, they're still not inside.
Right, supposedly, but they've said it's already been cleared. At 11:23, that's where Christy says they didn't, not Christy Blanchard, Christy Hammock, they did not need a damn search warrant if there is any dispute. And then at 5:54 a.m., it is confirmed the mother is deceased and Gypsy is still missing.
Even though the house was cleared 12 hours earlier, they just now decided to find her body 12 hours later.
Oh, and guess what? That KY post about the missing persons.
Yeah.
It's gone. 404.
Yeah, it's gone. I know. I've tried to see it.
Gone. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So then, okay, so hold on. Mother's deceased. Okay, so then at 11:37 a.m. on June 15, Gypsy is safe. They found her in another state.
Right. Which was 6 hours later, 5.5 hours later. After they found Dee Dee, they found her within 5.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hell of a time thing there. How the hell did somebody call the cops at 3:13 if that Facebook post didn't even go out until 3:32? It says on that police report that the call came in at 3:13 p.m. and that the police were there at 3:57, and the Facebook post didn't even go out till 3:32. How does that even happen? So they called the cops before the Facebook post was made. Then the cops show up and talk to Kim and David, except Kim hasn't left her house for another 5 minutes.
So even if the timeline matches up with the original police call, let's say because Springfield is central, not eastern. So let's just say that it all goes normal, that at 10:30 the post is made, at 3 whatever, blah blah blah, all of that's all fine and dandy, even if you want it to believe, if you want to go by that. But when it gets real weird is when they say that they cleared the house, and David and Kim said that they left, they went about their day. Not they went about their evening, their day. They didn't leave. They did not leave when the house was cleared, supposedly. And how would the house be cleared if the actual officers did not go inside?
Why are people saying something about a time difference?
Can somebody who lives in the central time zone go to the post and tell me what time stamps it shows you on that first post? Anyone, please?
Well, the person who messaged me said it was at 3:32.
Okay, but are they in Eastern or Central time zone?
I don't know. And for me, I can't get it to load.
Hillary Leanne, can you please go? Can one of you guys go to the Facebook post? It's under DJ Blanchard, and it is the June 14th post. It's the only post that's there right now. Thank you, guys. Okay, so the way you can see the times, if you're on a computer, if you open up the post the whole way and you look at it, and there's this timestamp underneath of DJ Blanchard, it says Sunday, June 14th, 2015 at 3:32. If you mouse over, it's 3:32 in yours as well. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I wanted to know.
How the hell did somebody call the cops when the Facebook post wasn't even fucking made?
Oh, they did bring David and Kim in. They interviewed David and they swabbed his fucking mouth. There is a time difference, but it's not on there.
Well, yeah, and you know how I know? Well, she's gone. Wait till she comes back.
Yeah.
If she said at 4:04 on that post that she was heading over there, the cops showed up. You can't put an hour in there. It doesn't make any sense because the cops show up at 3:57. Kim's saying that she's leaving the house at 4:04. If she would have left the house at 3:04.
Hold on, let me screenshot.
If we backed everything up, now, if you were to do that, if you were completely able to do that, there is a very slim possibility if the Facebook post somehow was back an hour. The Facebook post was back an hour. I just did all the math, and it would technically work if it worked an hour backwards. But I don't understand why people are saying an hour backwards because it was still in their time zone. So I'm very confused why people are saying that. I guess I'm not smart enough for all this because I don't know why people are talking about the time difference, because the time difference in their area and the time difference on here, it would have been all the same hours. So I guess I'm a little confused. So hold on. What's this? I can barely see fucking anything. Right. I'm having a hard time seeing any posts on TikTok. That's why I told everybody to go onto YouTube, because I can't read shit on TikTok. I can see one line, dude. Apparently, you can see the timestamp on a computer. I couldn't see it on my phone. Somebody else told me that it was 3:32 as well. And I went to look on my mobile and I couldn't see it. Thank you, Mandy. We don't have the search warrant. You live in Illinois and it's the same for you. You're in Central. You're in Central and it's saying 2:32? Because somebody else just said it was 3:32. Because if it does somehow go scale back an hour, it would technically work. If it scales back, it would technically work. If it scales back. Because it would work. Because if that was the case, that means that the Facebook post would have been 2:32. She left at 3:04 to go check. At 3:13, somebody called the police. And at 3:57, the cops showed up. That would work if the Facebook post is dated backwards. If it is an hour difference, it would be okay.
Okay, I'm back. I have all of the text messages screenshotted with the timestamps. Now listen, yeah, you're right. Okay, so if it's back an hour, then it would line up all the way.
Yeah, it would work.
And so where Kimberly says that they were told to leave, and Lily was told that they were told to leave, and Kimberly says in her freaking, Kim and David both say in the news article
that's why they're saying the hour.
that they left and went on about their day. But see, Kim stays, and she's still there at 7 something. She's there later where she comments again, and so
I just want to know the whole. I am very confused.
Well, let me show you.
I'm not. I don't care about any of that. She just left again.
No, I'm right
there
here.
you are.
What do you want?
Oh, okay. So why are people talking about an hour difference? Because the difference between from Milwaukee to, are they talking about the difference between Milwaukee to Missouri? Is that why they're talking about an hour different?
Why the fuck won't it let me share this? This is a fucking problem. It's being really weird.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, they're kind of, I can't do them. I'll have to fix them so that they're better, because I don't know if I can get the timestamps on all of them. But right there, if you look up there, it starts at 3 whatever. So I'll have to get them differently if I can get them from my phone. But right now, it's what I have. So it still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense once it goes past the house was cleared to the timeline of anything else. It does not go past that. And if they still weren't in the house at almost 12 p.m., then how in the world would the medical examiner pronounced her dead at 3:13 p.m. again?
They're both Central Daylight Time. I just looked them up. Why are we talking about an hour difference? I just Googled both of them. They're both Central Daylight Time. So why are people talking about an hour fucking difference? I thought that was the reason that they were doing it. They're both fucking Central Daylight Time.
Right.
No. They were dispatched at 3:13 p.m. It was 3:57, not 3:17. It's 3:57. I have the police report. It's 3:57. Yes, 3:13 parole was dispatched. I am aware. But it's 3:57 in the police report. They didn't get to the house in 4 minutes. Somebody's saying that they got there at 3:17. No, it was 3:57. They did not get there in 4 minutes.
Hold on, I'm doing it where I can do a printed screen, so you guys can see it easier than the way I did it.
So you're saying because we are an hour ahead. That's where you're going with
somebody just looked in there that is from that time zone, and their time recordings are the same ones. No, we don't have the 911 recording.
Somebody else just said that they checked it and it was 2:32.
Still doesn't account for the fact that Kimberly lies and said that they left, and that the house was cleared at a certain specific time, and it's not. There is still fucking reason to believe that this is
I have
weird.
The police report. The police report says at 3:57.
Cause and all of that too. I have the search warrant.
What do you mean check the Greene County
records? I have to find it.
The police report says 3:57.
Right.
What would you like me to check? Yeah, I don't understand how it took 12 hours to find them. That is insane. Or however long.
At 4:24, she said, Sue Bordelon says she spoke with the police and they are looking at posts. So if that's 3:24, you're still not understanding how they would not arrive till 3:57 and get any information. The timeline is fucked, guys. I'm telling you, the timeline is fucked.
Okay. Is anybody here on Central Daylight Time? Is anybody in here on Central Daylight Time?
Yes, lots of people were.
You. Okay. Kathy. Perfect. Does any of you guys know where the DGIP post is? And do you know how to check the time frame? Okay, good. A lot of you, apparently all of you are Central Daylight Time. Somebody go to the goddamn DGIP post that is in Daylight Savings Time, Central Daylight Time. Go there and see if it says 3:32 or 2:32. All right.
Okay, so at 4:48 p.m., Laura says that she updates, please. I called Dee's cell, no answer, and voicemail is not set up. Oh, okay, wait. So she called the cell phone. Sorry, I was thinking about calling the house because supposedly Kimberly Blanchard called the house.
You have to be on a computer. Anybody who's on a computer.
That one, so let me keep going here. I'm just
you have to check it on a computer. So you're going to have to go to a computer in order to do it. The news showed 3:32. How do you see the timestamp again?
You mouse over whatever date it is. So like if it says 9 years or the date, you mouse over it and a little gray box will pull up and tell you
mouse
exactly
over the
what's
date.
going on.
Mouse over the date with your mouse. No, the post was not made at 9:32 a.m. Jesus Christ. No, the police report is done on a 12-hour clock. Okay, Mackenzie, go to the date and mouse over it. Because if it scales back an hour, everything's chill.
No, if it scales back an hour, it's still not chill. No, it's still not chill. It's still freaking fucking wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about how they found the body. I'm talking about how they found them. I'm not talking about the rest of it. I'm talking about how they found the body.
They still, according to them, they still are not in the house at 11:23 p.m.
I get that.
On freaking the 14th. So
I get that.
No, still wrong.
I get that. I'm still trying to figure out the other portion.
Okay.
No, I don't need somebody in Eastern Standard Time. I said Central. I am in Eastern. I already know it's 3:32 in mine. I need somebody. Okay, so people are saying in Central that it is going back to 2:32.
Then you need to show me a picture of it. Somebody send me a fucking screenshot.
Kathy, can you show me can you send me a screenshot?
Still the timeline is wrong on when did Kimberly and them go? When did Kimberly and them leave and go on about their day? When did the house get cleared? When did they actually breach the fucking door? So no. It's still wrong.
What I care, I'm trying to figure out from the time of the call till the time that the cops show up, and at least that's good. So, if according to that time frame, what would happen is the Facebook post would be at 2:32. Kim would leave at 3:04 instead of 4:04. The call went out at 3:13, meaning they called there when they got there at 3:13, and then the cops showed up at 3:57. So all of that at least lines up. At least we don't have the issue we thought we did. We scaled it back in time. See, this is why you talk about things. You discuss things. You do things this way. Because otherwise we would have just went off of the whole we're Eastern, they're whatever, and it all would have whatever. See, community effort makes you understand things a lot better. So according to that, Facebook 2:32, Kim leaves at 3:04, call goes out at 3:13, cops show up at 3:57. All of that checks at least. All of that checks. No, send it on, send it on Facebook. I think you've messaged me on Facebook before. There you go. At least that portion checks. The cops did not get called before the Facebook post. See, this is how we change. This is how we fix misinformation, y'all. We wanted to make sure it's right.
Are you saying that they totally did not get called beforehand?
Yeah, somebody's sending me a screenshot right now.
Well, I've got these damn fucking screenshots. I gotta figure out where the fuck they are. Open screenshots folder. Hey, that might help.
Yes. So there you go. That fixed that.
But it still doesn't fix the rest of it at all.
What?
At all.
What is wrong with the rest of it?
Kim never leaves, like they said.
Okay.
And went on about their business.
Okay.
The house is supposedly cleared at 6 something. Nobody went in there but David. Then the cops tell everyone they're supposed to leave, and Lily and them go home. Then Amy Pinegar, who's right across the street, shows up. Okay, and they then say that they don't have a warrant still at 11:32 p.m. on the 14th. They still do not have a warrant.
Right.
There has already been a missing person thing issued for both of them. Kim is still there. She never left. And then it is not till 5:54 the next morning that we get confirmation that Gypsy has been found and all of that. So still at 11:30, there's no one in the house yet. So how is a medical examiner pronouncing a body dead at 3:13 p.m. when he's still not in the house at 11:20?
Right. No, obviously the only thing
called that a whole different day. They did not get into the house till even later than I thought they got into the house.
Right. They got in. Do we have a time that we know they were in? And I saw 5:54 on the 15th. They said, okay, she's dead. But
hold on. Let me go to the actual crime scene photos. Just give me a second.
So the only thing I can figure that would make sense for the 3:13 timestamp for the pronunciation is that they took the time of the time that the phone call got called in. Which makes no sense.
He doesn't even show up for a whole night.
Right, because I mean she could have been alive the whole time, but who knows?
She could have been alive the whole time. So how do you do that? You cannot do that.
Well, because if he got there and it was obviously noticeable that she'd been dead for days, he could at least be like, okay, well, I pronounced her when the call came in.
No, that's not how it is. That's not how it is. I'm currently in Pacific Standard Time, and it says 13:32. So 13:32.
That's 1:32. Yes. Yeah, Pacific is an hour behind. That's 1:32. Yes, and two people from the Central just said it was 2:32. So all that checks out. Everything there is good. We don't. At least we don't have cops being called before the fucking Facebook post. Time changes, y'all. Time changes.
Hold on, I've got it. Okay, I know, and that's why I said, okay, we need to check the time. I said that, but hang on a second. I'm trying to go back up here to the time frame in the case file. Let me look at this case file because it should give us some more stuff here. Let me see if I have the search warrant. Green County Sheriff's Department probable cause statement. Okay, let me see where the probable cause statement goes. Okay, the probable cause statement doesn't even go out to the 16th. Oh, and by the way, the second post and the second comment and third comment are nowhere on there.
Yeah, they're gone now. The third one left a while ago, but the second one actually left after Gypsy got out because we had screenshots of it. I'd even made a post about it in February. And then all of a sudden, the next time we went to go there, it was gone.
Okay, so it says during a search of the residence under the authority of a search warrant, Claudinia was located face down on her bed with multiple jab wounds to her back area. She further had a gaping laceration in the back of her neck. Gypsy Blanchard was not located at the residence, though the only vehicle known to be used by Claudinia and Gypsy was at the residence. So they're saying that she was located and she's dead once they've got the search warrant and she is located. The search warrant didn't come in until very, very late. They didn't even make contact with Nicholas until June 16th.
Well, wait a minute. It says that they were found the next day at 11:37 a.m. on the 15th. You literally said that they found Gypsy
at
11.
But the probable cause statement says different. So, oh no, I see what he's saying. Okay, so he says he's making contact with Nicholas at the Waukesha County. So that means that Stan had already got there. That's what it was. Okay, so let me go back though to the Greene County Sheriff stuff, to the actual case file, and see if I can see when they start reporting that they breached the actual door. Let's see here.
Yep, she just sent me up. It definitely is 2:32.
That's fine. Fantastic. I'm glad we at least have that part. Okay, so this is the one. So this is on 6/14/15. This is Robertson. So this is where Robertson and Hughes, the one I interviewed, get the call to go over there. They say at around 13-15 hours, they begin to respond to this place to check the well-being. According to call notes, it was reported that the two had not been seen or heard from for approximately 2 days, and that the caller, Kimberly Blanchard, close friend, reported finding Facebook posts from unknown persons stating the two had been raped and murdered. It was also reported that she and other neighbors arrived at the above residence to find Claudinia's vehicle in the driveway. No one would answer the door. Furthermore, it was said Claudinia and Gypsy had several health issues requiring them both to get around in wheelchair. Okay. So Hughes is here. Okay, here's the whole thing again. Let's see. On arrival of myself, Deputy Hughes and Stewart, and later Deputy Hayes, Hughes spoke to the neighbors and friends on scene who knew the two alleged missing females. And I checked the doors and windows. Okay. While Corporal Stewart and I checked the doors and windows of the residence for any indication of forced entry or foul play, nothing was found as a result, except that the back door was fucking ajar. However, while checking an east door of the residence, one of the neighbors, Charles Blanchard, Kimberly's husband, found an unlocked but closed window. So he checked the east door of the residence. No. Okay, he's checking the east door of the residence. He says that David actually found an unlocked but closed window leading into the kitchen of the residence, and he went inside despite warnings not to. Moments later, he unlocked the front door and advised the two were not inside, and he did not see any apparent signs of struggle. He was instructed to exit the residence, and the residence was resecured. It was learned that the window Charles found unlocked could not be secured due to malfunctioning window locks not caused by tampering. So basically,
again, though, that window was covered in shit.
Right, and Hughes is a different accounting of what happened with whether he went in or didn't go in. So that's really weird. Okay, I'm still trying to see.
If Nick went through the side door, is that why it was hanging open?
Maybe, but still.
Yeah, but regardless, David did not go through that goddamn window. There's stuff in front of it.
But they're saying that all the doors were secured. So they just literally said they checked all the doors and nothing was open. Well, how the fuck did it not be open?
Well, right. There's literally a crime scene photo of it being open.
Yeah.
This shit makes my brain hurt.
Oh, this is fun. David Blanchard stated that he had formerly been involved in the running of VisionCon, a local science fiction and fantasy convention. David said in 2011, Gypsy had arranged to meet a man at VisionCon, and the man had convinced her to steal money from her mother's purse and run away with them. Her mother had been able to find out what was going on and prevent anything from happening. I thought that happened in 2009, David.
Well, 2011 is when she supposedly ran off with Dan. And she got chained to the bed.
Found out she had a chromosome disorder, the whole freaking thing.
Right, but that's when she ran to his house, or was that whatever, was in 2011. So I mean that makes sense to me.
But no, there was an incident in 2009 already at the VisionCon. VisionCon was not when she went to go see Dan the second time.
Oh.
She went to a bar. She went to a hospital because he'd been in the bar fight. And I've talked to the woman whose husband drove her to the bar. I mean, to the hospital. Okay, hold on. So here's the one that says he's there at 3:57. That's Stewart.
Why would he randomly just say that shit about Dan though? Like out of nowhere, just like, oh hey, yeah, by the way, something happened in 2009. Why would you just randomly bring that up?
2011.
Oh, 2011.
He's trying to pretend like it didn't happen in 2009.
Well, even 2011, why would you bring that up? Well, what relevance does that have to what they were saying?
Exactly.
Why would he just try to be like Dan?
Here we go. Okay, so this is Stewart talking about it. He says, after reviewing the mail, I went back to the rear of the residence and checked the window at the rear of the residence that allowed me any kind of view. Again, I could not see any signs of disturbance or anyone within inside the room. While I was at the rear of the residence, I heard what sounded like something breaking around the corner of the east side of the house. Could that possibly be somebody breaking the door open? Because there's no fucking...
No, it continues on. It continues on.
I walked around the corner and seeing Deputy Robertson standing on the side deck, I asked what was going on. Deputy Robertson advised me that Charles, Kimberly, and their friends had pried open a window wanting to go inside the residence. As I continued walking around the house, Kimberly asked if they could go in the residence and check. I informed her that would not be a good idea and we could not get permission to do that. As I continued to walk around the front, I observed that Charles was already climbing through the window. Charles asked me if I would arrest him. I advised him that if the homeowner had not given him permission and wanted to press charges against him, if I went in invited, he could face charges. That is when one of the neighbors and friends of the homeowner stated that she would not care, and Charles went inside. After a couple of minutes, Charles opened the front door and stated nobody was home and did not see any signs of trouble except for several wheelchairs being inside the May residence. While standing in the front yard, I peered through the open door and observed no signs of disturbance. Seeing no signs of disturbance, I instructed Jeffrey Robertson to have Charles and anyone else inside step out of the residence and secure the door.
But wait a minute, that one a minute ago, the one you read about him going through the window the first time doesn't
line up with this.
No, you said that
nothing was broken, but the door was propped open, so maybe he hit the door and it pushed it open, and that's what they heard, because nothing else was broken, and he didn't go through that fucking window. I don't care what anybody
right, but
says.
The very first one that you were talking about, said that read the first one you're talking about.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, I gotta go back. It's not K. It was Robertson. Hold on. Okay, Robertson. Okay, so he says, while Corporal Stewart and I checked the doors and windows of the residence for any indications of forced entry or foul play, nothing was found as a result. However, while checking on the east door of the residence, one of the neighbors, Charles Blanchard, Kimberly's husband, found an unlocked but closed window leading into the kitchen of the residence, and he went inside despite warnings not to.
Okay.
So it still doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. He didn't go through that fucking window.
He couldn't have. And there was shit in front of it. There was shit in front of that damn window. And it was too small for him to go through. It was too small to go through.
This is where she's interviewing him, and he talks about the fucking incident in 2011. That was actually in 2009, but okay, whatever.
I still don't know why you would bring that up randomly.
I don't either. Fucking weird. Hold on, I'm getting to...
Why would you just be talking to cops and be like, oh yeah, by the way, about 3 years ago. That's weird to me. Yeah, he lied and said his name was Charles. David is Charles. I don't know why he told cops his name was Charles, but...
Okay, so the warrant is mentioned here, but still no time. But it is Officer Stanley and Officer Staker locate the female. Those are some of the reports that have been sealed for all these years, and I'm waiting for. They weren't included in the original FOIA request.
Gotcha.
Still trying to find if I can figure out when this damn warrant goes out. Okay. Consent to search. Hold on. Let's see. Oh no, this is Aaliyah. Consent to search her freaking phone. That's on the 15th.
Somebody in 20 minutes tell me it's 3 o'clock, please.
Oh, Jesus, is it already 3 a.m.?
It's 2:41.
There's jail phone calls. I'm still not seeing where the damn freaking thing is put out there. That's the rights being read to him.
I'm going to go through this whole thing.
Hold on. I might have it. Hold on. Let me see if there's a time. Okay. Oh, no, that's from the break-in. Hang on. No. Oh, wait a minute. Go back. Okay, here's Stagers. Hold on a second. Okay, so hold on. So remember how I told you that there's no listing of 1 through 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in a 5-page document. Number 1 is Staker's freaking statement. That's on page 1. Page 2 starts at 8. So there's not a missing page in there. They just didn't freaking do anything with 1 through 7 at all. Did not even act like they were there. No fucking clue why that would happen. But hey, let me go back here and see if Staker says what time. The search warrant was signed by Judge Michael Cordiner, and a copy was brought to the scene for deputies to review. At 00:18 hours on June 15th, 2015, Sergeant Stanley and I entered the residence for an initial observation. Sergeant Stanley had obtained a key to the residence, so forced entry would not be needed. Sergeant Stanley and I attempted to make entry through the front door. However, the key would not unlock the door. We then proceeded to the side door on the east side of the residence, and the key allowed us to unlock the door. You mean unlock the door that was already open?
Wait a minute. You said at what time?
00:18 hours, which means 12:18 a.m.
12:18 a.m.
Okay, so the key allowed us to unlock the door. However, Sergeant Stanley attempted to open the door he was met with resistance. Sergeant Stanley was able to push the door open enough to see a plastic shelving unit that was placed in front of the door with kitchen materials on it. Once inside the residence, we searched briefly for any evidence. As we walked down the hallway to the north, Sergeant Stanley went to the bathroom on the west side of the residence, and I went into the bedroom on the east side. As I entered the bedroom, I observed a light that was on in the closet in the northwest corner of the residence. This illuminated the bedroom just enough that I was able to see a person lying in the bed. I observed what appeared to be a female lying on her stomach with what appeared to be blood on her back. I could see that the female was wearing a white in color shirt with some type of sign on the clothing. The female was partially covered by a pink in color blanket, which was covering just above the waistline and the lower portion of the body. according to this report, Dee Dee was not all that covered up. It was just at the lower portion of her body. But we know that's not true because the covers were up over her. We also know that the door, that kitchen thing that they're talking about, the plastic shelving, it was not right in front of the door. It was well over to the side. We also know that the door was.
See, I told you it was right in front of the door. I told you that,
not.
remember? I know, but
remember
I told you that.
Right. So no, and no. The street. Oh, hold on. The Paulson could not look on this point. We accepted there was any conduct with Captain Weather and advised him of the situation. Remaining time on scene, I was a supervisor reviewed photographs and conducted a diagram of the scene using the Sokio total system attached to the diagram. The following are measurements inside the location the disto instrument was used. These items were documented at the request of the crime scene lead investigator, Sergeant Stanley. The included evidence location measurements were collected. The following are approximate locations, not exact locations. The items located are representations of the person diagramming the scene based on information provided by Stanley. Okay. They did have the back ball cap marked.
Oh, there wasn't a marker by it before.
Well, it says so. It says number 9, black ball cap in the hallway.
Okay.
The Barney is number 14. It was partially under the victim's head. However, was moved in place in the right stand when the victim was examined. They took a pink color sheet, white and color blanket, pink and color blanket, blue and color blanket, white pillow,
okay.
Strands of fabric, a white sheet that was laying on top of the bed, a pink fitted sheet on the bed in the master bedroom,
okay.
A white fitted sheet on the bed in the master bedroom,
okay.
The foam pad in the bedroom. We go over.
No, we don't. We have no idea.
Second foam pad in the master bedroom.
I have 3 minutes.
You have 3 more minutes. You have to get off. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Why?
Because I need my phone, and I need my phone in 3 minutes. It's not just to get him. I have to check something online, and I have So I have to have my phone. I've tried to get in on my iPad, and it just locked me out. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I have to have my phone in like 3 minutes. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much here that we have not looked at in the past as much. Wow. I mean, there's a lot. So we now have when the search warrant went out and they were able to breach the building, it wasn't till the 15th at midnight 18.
That is wild. So the call goes out at 3:13, and for 9 hours, they were just like, yeah, we're just going to sit here.
Right.
We have probable cause, but we're going to wait for a search warrant.
Yeah.
You're fine, Jennifer. You can rewatch it or not.
I mean, there we are.
Well, go over some stuff, refresh your memory, and we can always do another one tomorrow night.
Yeah, for sure. Are you this one's on YouTube though, right?
I have it on YouTube and TikTok right now.
Okay, I'm hoping that they'll be able to hear me on the YouTube.
Oh, we got harassment and bullying.
We're literally discussing the fucking crime case file. What are you fucking talking about? Dumb fucks.
I'm literally getting ready to get off, and you want to hit me with a violation now? Where were you 2 hours ago? Where were you 2 hours ago, dude? I'm literally telling you I'm getting off in like 3 minutes, and now you want to hit me with a violation. Make it make sense. Exactly.
Okay.
I'm literally getting off. What the fuck? All right.
Someone in the end that built the house. Okay, fantastic. I'd love to talk to them.
Yeah. I know who they're talking about. They also said that same person who said they helped build the house also said that Habitat for Humanity volunteers pay for the houses out of their own pockets. So take that with a grain of salt. Yeah.
No, there's proof of her actually making the payments.
No, that they actually pay for the plumbing and they pay for things to go in there. Just take it with a grain of salt because I've heard the things that this person says. So, Yeah. So urgent check email. They said urgent check email. Check your email.
Okay. Do I need to do it right now?
Yeah, just do it right now, real quick. Let's see what urgent thing there is.
Oh, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary.
I want to see what urgent thing there is. What is urgent?
Which one of these urgent things? There's like 95 things.
Probably the one labeled urgent. I don't know.
Trying to figure out who it is. The ring. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch.
What? What?
I'm sending it. Just one moment.
Ain't gonna matter. I ain't gonna be able to see it.
No, but I can pull it up behind my head.
All right.
You just have to let me get it to my freaking phone. All right, I'll be right back.
Then I absolutely have to get off. I need my phone. I gotta check my bank. It's payday. I gotta check my bank and do my bills before I get my husband up, so I know what we're doing. Thank you.
Can you see the ring?
Everybody has rings. What the hell is that? What is that going to prove?
It's just a plain, regular, old silver ring, which is
so is 90% of other wedding rings.
Okay, I understand that. I'm simply telling you that looks like a ring that was in the hallway that is a male's freaking ring. So the one in the Pika, right? Yeah, that's David's ring. That's David's ring, I believe, in the hallway.
That ring looks silver.
The ring in the hallway is silver.
Oh.
So that's what they're saying.
Ah, okay. Got you.
The hat is not the same hat. No. That is absolutely David. Oh my God.
That's David.
It's David.
That is David.
That is David.
Yeah, it is. You can go look at VisionCon videos. That's David.
I cannot show you the ring in the hallway because Ryan needs to leave.
Go ahead and show it real quick.
Hold on.
If you can find it real quick. I hate the fact I'm locked out of it on my fucking iPad.
It's an evidence marker, so just let
me.
If
I wasn't locked out of it on my iPad, it'd be fine.
TRB. Crime scene photos.
I can't figure out my password on my I can't figure out my username. I know my password. I don't know what my username is. And now it's just like, you're locked out. Which means I'm going to have to do everything on with my freaking card and shit. So it might let me out on my phone. I don't know.
I'm trying to find it. Anybody know the number? Is that it? Hold on, let me look at his band closer. I want to look at it closer and look at this ring. Give me 1 second here.
I might be able to get in.
Okay, it could be very similar. All right, hang on, let me send this one. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all are demanding. Oh, crud, I didn't download it. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I rarely lose it again. No, I just had it a second ago. Where did it go? No. Where in the ever-loving hell did it go? I swear I just downloaded it. Downloads. Did not get there? No. All right, hang on one more time. I gotta go back and get it. Evidence markers. And go all the way down here to down here in the hallway. 1 second. I'm working on it. There we go. Almost there. Yeah. Is that it? That's it. Okay, hold on. So let me get this one. Download. Scanning for viruses. Can you just download it? What are you doing? Okay, there you go. All right, so hold on. It's not very easy to see. I can tell you that right now. Let me see if I can crop it. I crop this one and I crop the other one. I guess maybe we might be able to see it better. Hold on. Okay, I've got that one cropped. Hang on, I'm getting the other one cropped real quick. No. No, where the fuck did it go? Let me do this one again. Oh, why is it not? Hold on. That one. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get them cropped as I'm doing them here. That's not what it looks like. Oh, 2:56 a.m. Here we go. No, that's not it either. Why is it not showing up? It won't show up where I freaking... Oh, there it is. Okay, that's the white one. All right, so let me edit this one and crop it into right here. Save options. Save. All right, hold on. All right, I have to go get them. I'll be right back. I still don't think that, I still can't tell you that this is going to prove anything, but I'm just showing you guys what you want to see. All right, so here we go. Picture. So, you guys, why did it not give me the picture that I wanted? No, where is the cropped picture?
I'm good. I got in.
Here. Now, that one's better. Okay, so this is zoomed in on the picture. So this is zoomed in on the picture of David with the bird on his hand, and that's the ring. Are you gonna look? You're not even looking.
Yep, I got it. Sorry. Where are we at? Okay, there's his ring.
That's
okay.
his ring.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to see because it's blown up, but here we go. Let me look at the next one right here. And that's the ring that's on the floor.
Couldn't tell you. It's too far away, unfortunately.
It could be, it could not be. Yeah.
It's too. His is very flat, though. Did you notice that his is flat?
That's what I thought too. His is
it's not rounded like a normal wedding ring. His is kind of flat.
Yeah, it does look to me like it's more flat than this one.
Yeah.
This one is definitely rounded.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's Nicholas's. I don't know if it's the same, honey. It does not look the same.
No, the one on his hand is flat.
That's a thinner band to me. It looks like a thinner band. Let me look at it again here. His is definitely flatter. Hold on. I think his is very much flatter. Downloads. If it's faceted, it'll look like that. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can't make a determination on that one. Sorry. I just can't. I'm not seeing it close enough. It's a thinner band. Honey, they didn't test jack shit. Do you understand? They collected all kinds of things, and they did not freaking test a damn fucking thing. Oh, I don't know. The GW and someone said Bree said David needs to lawyer up. I'm ready to go. They weren't lazy. They were told by the DA to stop investigating because they had a fucking confession and she took a plea deal. Ray, because we believe that he did do something wrong, and I guess maybe she's agreeing with us. Ryan, would you please come back so I can leave?
I don't want to. It's dark out. All right. That was my 3 o'clock. All right.
There's more comments that I can't see.
Yeah,
But
I just went and got
them up. Also decent. Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. I get it, Amy.
Okay, so yeah, by the timeline of the Central Time Zone on June 15, 2015 at 4:54 a.m. is when they declared her dead. So they'd been in the house for about 4 hours before that. So
they were in the house for, it took them 4 hours to pronounce her dead.
4 hours for somebody to say that they pronounced her dead. So
nice.
Who knows?
Well, they said that Facebook post just said that's been confirmed or whatever. So it could have been confirmed before that, for all we know. It was just the Facebook post said, "Oh yeah, by the way, she's dead." Like she could have been dead for 4 hours. They wouldn't have known, possibly.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So that's as much as.
So they got in the house at midnight. So they should have technically done it for, I guess, midnight, but they decided to do it for when the call came in at 3:13, which is fucking weird.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I'm sorry. That's not the way it's supposed to be done.
No, but then again, this whole thing is weird. So, I mean, this whole thing has been weird. It's all weird. Everything is weird. So.
No, a medical examiner cannot pronounce a body dead before seeing it.
Yeah, that's not really a thing that happens. Although I've had a lot of people be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. I think a homicide case should be a little bit more thorough.
tipsforgoodways@gmail.com. No, the authorities don't need to be reschooled. The fucking prosecutor's office needs to be reschooled. Again, I'm going to tell you. Gypsy Rose, Christy Blanchard, HBO, and Mike Stanfield all colluded together to sell a false narrative before she took her plea deal, before Nicholas's actual trial, and Dan Patterson went right along with it, and I have no idea why. Got some suspicions why. You might want to go Google Dan Patterson 2015 and see how many things he doesn't investigate. Just saying. Just saying. And then we've got Christy lying about the medicine cabinet, and we've got her lying about a prescription pad under there. So you do the math. Because the math ain't nothing.
All right.
Well, she didn't set for half a day because she was already in the ME's office, according to them, on June 15th when he was doing the autopsy. I think he gave a time and date on that. Let me make sure I can tell you when he says that he had the fucking body in his room or in his thing. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Knocking shit all over the place.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. On June 15th, 2015, at the Greene County Medical Examiner's Office in Springfield, Missouri, a post-mortem examination was performed on the body of Claudinia Blanchard, an adult female. The autopsy was performed under the authority of Missouri state law. The examination was conducted by medical examiner Jeff Harkey and assisted by Tom Vanderberg of the medical examiner's office, and was begun at 12:50 p.m. So exactly, 12 hours after they actually got in the house. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, but he didn't come and do it. And I mean, he didn't come. He wasn't there till quite a bit later. And then, like you said, they have to leave it there for everybody to be able to do stuff and take the pictures and all of that shit. So,
weird.
Yeah. Weird. I mean, he's literally pronouncing her dead before he ever saw a body. So,
yeah. By like 9 hours.
Yeah.
By like 9 hours. So, good deal.
But there you go.
All right. Well, I think considering
you can't just open the case, that's called double jeopardy. Now there is federal charges that could be done under dual sovereignty. That's it. All right. I'm all in.
Unfortunately, we thought we found stuff. We didn't find stuff. We went over some stuff. There was some good stuff, and then there was some confusion.
We did find stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. We found a lot of stuff.
Well, I know, but like we definitely have a lot more of the time frames. The time frames are good. A lot.
But they're messed up.
Yeah.
They're totally messed up.
But at least we have some time frames of like what happened throughout the day, when they got there, whoever got there, what, when the search warrant was, when the missing persons report was, et cetera, et cetera. So at least we got that stuff for sure. Well, I'm glad we figured out the Facebook time discrepancy though, because that could have definitely sparked some bad videos, including myself.
Well, for sure, but it's still the timeline from the point in time that Kim Blanchard meets, it gets there to the time that they breach the whole thing. It still doesn't make any sense. What she is saying in those messages to people does not make sense, and it does not line up with what she told the police and what she told the Springfield News leader just days later.
Right. Well, I mean, it was a couple of days, so like maybe she just fucked up.
Maybe she fucked up and said I left and I went on about my day, and then she didn't.
Yeah.
No, come on, Ryan. You're giving that woman too much credit on that.
I don't know. I mean, that's something flippant I would say though. That's something flippant I would say though. I'll be like, yeah, then I left and I went upon my day, and I think go upon your day is like a.
But she didn't leave. That's what I'm telling you.
I get that.
She didn't leave. She was there all the way up to like 9:00 p.m. So no, I'm sorry. She didn't leave during the day and go on about her day after she called the police at 3:13. She stayed there for another 6 to 7 hours, if not longer.
Yeah.
So no, she didn't leave.
Right. I mean, that's accurate.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. She didn't leave. So she lied. One day later.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you'd know if you left and your friends died.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying. I can remember exactly what happened the day my mom died, and it wasn't a freaking schmurder. I can tell you that. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
I don't think they live in Louisiana.
I found it on the floor. I don't know what it is.
Missouri. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh shit. All right. I'm still here. Ugh. I'm going to try to get something on my phone, because now that I'm going to try to access my friggin' bank on here. I accessed it on the iPad, thank God. But it's set up weird on my iPad. I don't like it. Because it's saying it's not saying something's right. I can tell you that. My bank account's fucked up. I know it's fucked up. There's a bunch of stuff that's fucking. Don't you hate when you have too much money in your fucking bank account and you're like, the fuck? Like, what is going on? I have too much money in here and I don't know what's missing. There's like a whole ass, like, this is not even remotely correct. not even remotely correct. Like, there is probably $100 more in here than needs to be in here. And while that sounds great and fun to everybody, it's not, because then if you spend it and it comes out, you're fucked. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck some of this money is. Ooh, fuck. All right, I just hit the dog with a fucking pen. Oh, there it is. Oh, I have a couple of... Is this it? All right, so let's see. We can sit here and talk for a minute. I don't have to get him up for another 15 minutes. So, okay, that was done. Yeah, see, this is saying... This is so weird. This is so fucking weird. Something did not come out of my fucking bank account, and I can't figure out what. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Wait. Okay, so there was... Okay, hold on, actually. So... Okay, this is right. This is right. Okay, good deal. It's okay. Crisis mostly averted, yes. Crisis mostly averted. So, good deal, good deal. All right. I'm sorry, Mickey. Well, we just got paid. We just got paid, so. Yeah, you can stay mod Goldie. I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure some shit out. I'm just glad I got into my bank account, figured everything out. Well, that's not good, Mickey. You have $0 for the next week. Because I just stopped the one at TikTok. So sometimes when I stop the one at TikTok, they come over here. Because they should have been over here to begin with. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. Oh. Trying to think if there's anything else we need. I don't want to order until I'm 100% sure. Reese's frozen fruit banana slices. Frozen. I mean, I could see why people would like that. I am not that person, but I could see why people would like that. Trying to think if there was anything else I needed. I hate doing grocery shopping. Like, I always think I'm going to forget something. Oh, that went well. Bananas didn't leave. Okay. All right. Perfect. No. All right, that's good. Now I just got to figure out. I can find out how much is left on his urgent care bill, because that way I can either make a payment or maybe pay it off if I'm really lucky. It's getting down there. It's getting down there. If anything, I might be able to make a double payment. Maybe. Oh shit! I'm gonna go in. I want to do. I want to get new wiper blades. Oh, I have a little bit of extra money. So, Vin Vader? No, I don't look at anybody else's stuff. I just don't. And I definitely don't on YouTube. It's 5:17 p.m. Where the fuck are you, New Zealand? Oh, that's so nice, Miggy. That's good. That's good. I'm slowly wicking away at some money over here, trying to figure out everything I need to get. I have a little bit of extra money, so I'm trying to get anything I may need now, because I may not have extra money later. So, okay, here's my problem. I don't know what to believe about the whole Sir Morbid thing. I don't. I know that there's a lot of allegations out there, but I know what that's like. So, I mean, unless this guy has like bona fide absolute proof, I'd be very careful. Because there's somebody out there trying to do the same thing to my husband, and it's a complete fucking fallacy. There's no proof. There's no nothing. And it's very frustrating when people try to throw like super serious allegations at somebody with no proof. Now, if the guy has proof, it's completely different. It's completely different. But from what I understand, most of the problem with what Sir Morbid's going through is the fact that he has this girlfriend who was with him for like 2 months, who has put out all sorts of crazy shit about him, and that's not okay. That is not okay. $65.70. It's not okay. Wow, that's always good, Miggy. That was always my version of why, I took care of my mom when she was sick, because number one, there was nobody else to do it. But number two, like it's kind of what you do. Your parents took care of you when you were younger. You take care of them. So yeah, he does. He has a wackadoo ex for sure. I mean, it's hard. People will do anything to discredit you, anything to make you look bad. If they have proof, show the proof. You know, if you're going to accuse somebody of something, show proof, show the arrest record, show anything, you know, that's different. But if you're just going to be like, oh, I heard, I saw, blah, 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 you can't always trust everybody, dude. You just can't. Especially that. So it's very frustrating. I feel bad for the guy. If what they're saying is not true, I feel bad for him. If it is true, well, that's different. Oh, that's not nice. That's not good. That's not good. I agree there. If somebody's leaving a voicemail about somebody's dead kid, that's not great. No, I'll agree that. Yeah, it's definitely not okay. Yeah, you know, after the whole Ren thing, you know, the little girl Ren with the one where, you know, her mom puts her on there in suggestive poses. My grandson was born, and we had my grandson all over social media. That was how I grew my big account, was um milestoning my daughter's pregnancy and when he came along and everything. And that was a big portion of why I privated everything, because people are weird when it comes to kids. That and she lost him. She didn't need to go back and look at him. That ass. Yeah, like I said, I can't do the multi-panel lives. They make my head hurt. But you know, they all get on in any panel. People get on and they talk over each other, and it's way too overstimulating for me. Um, but yeah, I've heard a lot of things about like his panel and the people in his comments are really rude. Um, Wait, what? Gypsy took a private message I sent her back in January of 24 and posted it to her public page. What'd you say? What did you say that she posted it? So, yeah, I have to get him up in 5 minutes. So that's why I was trying to get all this stuff done so I could have everything ready and available. Well, good for you. You said the truth. Yeah, Maggie, it's how I get paid. I have ads. Yep. I have ads. I have ads when you watch it live. I have ads when you replay it back. That's how I get paid. Unless y'all want to start sending cash apps and I can turn off the fucking ads, that's how I get paid. It's absolutely nothing for out of your pocket. So yeah, that's why there's ads. Yeah. So yeah, I gotta get him up in a few minutes. He's got to take a shower and stuff before he goes to work. Anytime I can see the real crime scene photos. I don't know what's going on in Fancy and her crime scene photos, to be honest. She had them up. She took them down. I don't know what she's doing with them. I know they got out for a while because Candace Starr put them out. Put the link out there. I don't know what she's doing with them, though. I don't know if she's putting them back out. I don't actually know. So you sent me a message on Messenger. It's a bag of something for damn sure. Oh, you're fine. If people are being assholes, you're allowed to mute them. Muting is fine. Muting is fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. It's all good. Yeah, well, Google didn't have all of them. Thank you. Google didn't have all of them. So, but it's about time to get him up, and I got to go do some stuff. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. As usual, I'll see you all tomorrow. So, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all.